from the soul with it. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? The Island Race coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you could be a part of the notifications. Squad, squad, squad. So we back with another episode of Laker Gang Talk. Tonight is the Lakers season opener. First game of the season versus the Portland Trail Blazers. And someone who could possibly be a future teammate for LeBron James, which is Damian Lillard. All the speculation has been coming out, but we're going to keep it simple with like 3 topics. I have my prediction, playoff prediction in my bracket that I'm going to show you guys. Just my season, everybody's doing like predictions and stuff, so I'm going to do my own prediction of where I think the Lakers will land and all the teams on the East and all the teams on the West as well. But I want to talk about Paul George first. Paul George, he's still talking about the Lakers. I think he's regretting not signing with the Lakers already. You know, like I said, I try to read body language, and he's just constantly talking about the Lakers. And I stated that once he first made the announcement that he was going to stay with the Oklahoma City Thunder, I told you guys that he's going to regret it. Like, this is going to be something that he's going to regret. And he's going to think about the decision that he made, because Russell Westbrook is a ball hog. And I think Russell Westbrook is a great player. It was his opportunity to play at home. And he said the decision was 50-50. So one side was leaning on, hey, maybe I should go to LA. And then the other side was leaning towards, hey, I need to stay here with Russell Westbrook. And I think what got to him, it's something else deeper than that, of course, that I believe. But that has to do with Kobe. And I know y'all tired of me talking about Kobe coming back and all that, so I'm not even going to go into that. So I'm going to just leave that alone. But we're going to go back to Paul George as far as him deciding not to come to the Lakers. I believe that him stating, he had a communication, a conversation with Russell Westbrook. And I just think that he felt kind of bad for Russell Westbrook. I think that he felt as though Russell Westbrook lost Kevin Durant, and then they lost in the first round. So he just didn't want to jump ship on Russell Westbrook like that. He said, you know what, I'm going to stick it out with my brother. I'm going to stick it out with him. And I just didn't want to feel sorry for him. But just the thought of, you know, I could have played in LA. I could have played at home. I could have been around my family, my friends. That would have been a great, you know, opportunity for me. And I think I would have loved that. And that's something that I can live with. But I think it wasn't about anything else but that. And he just felt as though, you know, I'll just stay there. And I think, like I said, I think he's going to regret that decision. And he could have just, and also he's going to look back. He's going to also look back and say, man, like, I could have just stayed in Indiana for 1 year and just stuck it through, just stuck it out and just see what would have came out of it. I could have just signed with the Lakers and free agency. But, you know, he was being impatient. A lot of guys just being patient when they could just wait. And then he's going to get all that money and fishing and all that. But I think that he should have went to the Lakers. But I'm not mad at Paul George like I was the day he decided that he was just going to stay in OKC, because Magic Johnson got fined for tampering and all this other stuff. And he just led everybody on. And everybody was just excited, the whole fan base. But at least I'm not upset anymore. I'm happy for the guy. And, you know, whatever he wants to do is his decision. But like I said, he's going to regret it. And you hear him talking about it so much. And now it's funny because you hear Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith talk about it. And Max Kellerman say, oh, yeah, he's going to regret it. Stephen A. Smith said, yeah, he's going to regret the decision not to come to the Los Angeles Lakers. And I talked about this months ago when he decided that he was going to stay with the OKC Thunder. But I was watching ESPN First Take, and it's just funny how biased they are at ESPN First Take. It's just funny how biased they are. But I want to talk about Russell Westbrook. I thought that him staying with Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook is a ball hog, takes a lot of shots. But I think Russell Westbrook is a great player. That's not to knock Russell Westbrook, but I think that Russell Westbrook had the potential to be in the same conversation with a Michael Jordan or a Kobe Bryant because of his approach, his attitude, his, relentless mindset. He's fearless. And that's the type of attitude you need in the NBA. That's what Michael Jordan had, and that's what Kobe had. But they also had controlled aggression. They can control their emotions. But Russell Westbrook, you get in his head, you get in his psyche, he started to do things that he wouldn't normally do. He started to have these turnovers. He started to interact with fans. And, you know, it's just certain things you can do to get Russell Westbrook out of his game. Now, with Kobe, MJ, if you made them mad, they were just going to go off and give you like 50 or 60 points, you know, and that's how they do. They know how to channel their aggression properly. But Russell Westbrook, on the other hand, just doesn't. So when you have someone of the caliber of Kevin Durant, who to me is the best player in the world, decides to go to the Golden State Warriors, then it's like, okay, it's like Paul George. It's like, look what happened. Look, you think that why you think he wanted to leave? You think it didn't work out for him, so why would you stay? And that's my whole thing. But as far as Paul George staying now, I don't have a problem with him staying now. That's his decision. So moving forward, you know, with the OKC Thunder and him coming to Los Angeles and me being upset, it didn't have anything to do with LeBron. If he would have came even with LeBron not being here, Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman, it's all about LeBron. See, it's biased. The only reason they're mad is because it has something to do with LeBron James and it fits their agenda. Now, if it didn't fit their agenda, then they wouldn't even care, you know, and that's where I want to move on and to saying how it's so funny because they're so biased. I think that Kevin Durant didn't have the heart to tell Russell Westbrook, hey, give me the ball in the fourth quarter. Let me take over. I think KD may have wanted Westbrook gone in order for him to stay. In order for him to stay, he felt like, all right, Russell Westbrook, one of us got to go. And I think KD may have wanted him to go. But I think the front office prioritized and had more love for Russell Westbrook and favor Russell Westbrook. So when KD says LeBron James inspired his decision to go to State, it was like, now I have the power. I got rings now. He won, got him some rings. So when you got rings, people treat you a lot different. They treat you like a king. They bow to your feet, which is why I think that Kevin Durant will go home after he win another one with the Warriors, like win or lose. Some people say the New York Knicks, but I think the Wizards, because like I said, he looked up to LeBron James. He looked up to LeBron James like a brother, and he followed a lot of his moves. And that's why I think he will try to lead the Wizards to an NBA championship, something that hasn't been done since 1974. And I think he's seen all the love that LeBron James got when he decided to go back home, and then the narrative changed. So, of course, there's going to be people out there who be like, oh, I still can't forget that move that he did when he went to Golden State, man. That was weak, blah, blah, blah. But he's seen that the narrative changed by LeBron going home. And a lot of people had lost respect. People was burning his jerseys. I'm talking about LeBron when he went on national TV and announced that, you know, hey, I'm going to go take my talents to South Beach. And that's when everybody just went up in arms and everybody was saying he was weak and all this other type of stuff. So I think that Kevin Durant is going to try to follow that same move. But it's like I said, it's just crazy how the narrative changed. Paul George will regret his decision for not joining LeBron. But Kevin Durant shouldn't regret his decision. Kevin Durant shouldn't be like, man, nah, man, like I couldn't play with Russell Westbrook. So you going to tell him, like, it's just crazy. You know, ESPN is just so biased. And that's why I cover ESPN videos, because I want y'all to see the truth. A lot of times, you know, so you telling Paul George, and Stephen A. Smith sat up there and said that Paul George is very loyal. Him and Russell Westbrook are like friends, they're buddies, and, you know, he's been loyal. So Kevin Durant said that him and Westbrook wasn't even really like brothers like that. Like they wasn't friends like the media perceived them to be. So you telling Paul George to be disloyal, but when Kevin Durant leave, you knock him for being disloyal. You can't say, hey, Paul George, you should be just loyal, because he's loyal to Russell Westbrook. Now you saying he gonna regret his decision. He should have went to the Lakers. Now you gonna regret it, and now you gonna say, well, you should have been disloyal because they lost in the first round. So he could have just quit on Russell Westbrook and left, just like Kevin Durant did. But you ain't gonna say, oh nah, hey, that'd be the weakest move. If he would have got knocked out in the first round, that wouldn't have been the weakest move to go join the Jazz, the Utah Jazz, or go join the Golden State Warriors, or go join LeBron James. Even if LeBron would have defeated him in the finals or in the Western Conference Finals or in the playoffs, he wouldn't have said the same thing. Y'all see how biased the media is, and then people always, and I'm gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna move on to the next the next topic. I'm gonna move on to the next topic. So KD gets knocked for leaving, though. It's like they so biased. And I'm gonna tell you how much the narrative changed. They have this meme out that says LeBron left the Cavs. They talk about the difference between when Kevin Durant left and joined the Warriors to when LeBron left and joined the Miami Heat, because they feel like it's two totally different things. It's different, but it's the same thing. It's pretty much similar. So they say, well, there's a meme out there and it says LeBron left the Cavs to join the Heat to beat Boston, not join Boston to defeat the Cavs. But KD didn't join the Warriors to defeat the Thunder. He joined the Warriors to defeat LeBron James in the finals. He was trying to win an NBA championship, but it had nothing to do with OKC. It didn't have anything to do with anything else. He just wanted to win a championship. And he joined the Warriors. It's like, and then they say they always bring up Boston. LeBron didn't, he left so he could beat Boston, but he didn't beat the Orlando Magic. So Boston wasn't really the problem. The problem was you couldn't win a championship. So you formed a super team and you went to the championships. You couldn't beat Boston you couldn't beat the Orlando Magic in the 2009 Eastern Conference Finals. You see how the narrative changed? Then they say, look at the Heat. This is what they try to say. Look at the Heat team that LeBron James joined, and then look at the Heat team. Look at the Heat team before he got there, and then look at the team that what did he say? Look at the team that Kevin Durant went to. But LeBron didn't even join the team that they showed. Everybody that was on that Heat team the year before LeBron joined was gone. Pretty much everybody was gone off the roster. And LeBron and D Wade and Bosh, they coming together. You already know they're going to win a championship. They should have won more than 60-something games. Should have won like 70-something games. Then the next year, they added a couple more All-Stars. They added 2 more All-Stars. It was already 3 All-Stars. They added 2 more, Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis. Now, I know y'all going to get in the comment box and be like, Rashard Lewis wasn't an All-Star. Yes, he was. And now they try to change it again. Well, those are not All-Star type of numbers. So what? He's still an All-Star. Period. So I want to move on to my predictions. Here's my NBA playoff bracket I made for this season, and just note that the West is going to be so tough. So in my opinion, may change, but y'all don't understand how hard it was for me to make a logical, not an emotional, a logical playoff prediction bracket for the playoffs and teams' records. And this is just a prediction. This is not, it's not going to be as accurate, but it's going to just be a prediction. So I think that, where I think the Lakers will get to. But, of course, I had the Warriors finishing at 1, the Rockets finishing at 2. I didn't keep the Warriors at 1, of course, the Rockets finishing at the 2 seed. I had one of y'all in the comment box correct me and tell me that the Rockets actually finished first last season, and y'all was definitely right. I apologize about that. But I had Portland at 3. They won 49 games last year, but I think they will actually come back and win 1 game more than last season. I have OKC at the 4th seed. They spent a year together, so they actually have some chemistry. They've had a chance to build chemistry. So if Russ can return and Andre Roberson return, I believe that once they return, they're going to make a deep run into the playoffs. I have I have them getting the 4th seed. So that's why I have them getting the 4th seed. And this is all based on if everyone stays healthy, keep in mind. You know, I have the Jazz getting the 5th seed, and I actually have them end up playing, and I actually believe they will end up playing the OKC Thunder again. But because I believe that Russell Westbrook, and I think that Russell Westbrook will be able to get his revenge this time. With the 7th seed, I have the San Antonio Spurs getting the 7th seed. Like I said, they won 47 games without Kawhi, so I see them winning anywhere from 46 to 48 games. I think Patty Mills, who has championship experience and can shoot the 3 very well, just like a lot of the point guards in today's generation, I think that he would fit. The only concern I have is about them not having Danny Green. But like I said, it's always next man up for Greg Popovich. So you can expect the unexpected when it comes to Greg Popovich. We'll just see how that plays out this season. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers replaced them or you know, the 7th seed, if the Pelicans somehow get an 8th seed, or, you know, depending on if Anthony Davis stays healthy, if they get a 7th or 8th seed. So that's just my opinion. And I have Anthony Davis winning the MVP this summer. I mean, I have Anthony Davis winning the MVP this season. But I don't know. The West is just so tough. And like I said, I'm happy Stephen A. Smith is just so confident. So confident. So that way at the end of next year, I hope he still has the same energy. I don't want to hear no excuses about LeBron not having no help. I'm happy they said that this team, that Amin Elhassan, I'm holding them to it. I'm happy y'all said that this team is better than the team in Cleveland. And I'm happy that y'all saying that the team is better than LeBron James' old teams. I think it was the 07 Cavs, the 07, 08 Cavs, or 06, 07 Cavs that he carried to the NBA Finals. I'm happy y'all saying that. So that way at the end of the year, I don't want to hear nothing about LeBron James not having no help. Okay, so tonight I'm expecting for the Lakers to get a win. I believe that the emotions will be extremely high. I think that there's going to be a lot of fan excitement, people cheering. They're playing in Portland, and it's going to feel like a home game tonight, I believe. But they're going to be pushing the ball, alley-oops. LeBron James going to really show out tonight. I can expect that LeBron James probably average around 26 points tonight. Probably put up like 26 points. I say about 8 assists, probably about 8 rebounds, 9 assists, around that range. But I think that LeBron James really going to show out tonight. But I think that tonight they're going to really compete on an extremely high level, and it's going to go down to the wire. And it could possibly go into overtime. But I see it where I'm thinking that LeBron James will hit a big shot tonight. I can see Brandon Ingram putting up anywhere between 16 to 17 points tonight, and them just having fun and just giving you a glimpse of what they're going to be like as the season progresses. I do believe that it will be a huge struggle. As I stated, I still believe that the Lakers will get an 8th seed, but I could be wrong. I don't know. They could be higher. I got anywhere from a 6th to an 8th seed, but I'm not going to talk about that tonight. I could just see them spreading the ball, moving the ball. Kyle Kuzma, he's going to be feeling it tonight. He has something to prove. He has to come back and prove that last year wasn't no fluke. So he's going to come in, and I think he's just going to show out tonight. I think that they're going to have fun. You're going to see them on the sideline having fun and just cheering. But it's going to be a lot of intensity on both sides of the floor. And I think we're going to get the win tonight. But it's going to be extremely close. And tomorrow, everybody's going to be talking about how great of a game it was.